Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the next episode of the ultimate review around the world in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Today, you join me in this episode at looking at Murmansk in Russia. ULMM, Uniform Lima Mike Mike, and Mike Mike Kilo is the IATA code. Murmansk default. This is the default version. Let's take a look at that one first, and then we can take a look at these are all helipads. Okay, so I guess we park here, and then we can take a look at the freeware version that is thankfully available on flightsimulator.to. So as we are loading up, let's take a quick look at what Murmansk airport is. It's in Russia, and it is a fairly important airport in Russia. This was a military airport at one point in time, built long ago. It was also very much part of the World War II, and against the Germans back in during that war. These days there's a lot of flights, a lot of airlines, domestic airlines. I don't think there are any international flights from here, but most of them are there's Aeroflot, there is Belavia, which actually is Belarus, so there you go. That technically is an international flight. Then you have other domestic airlines like Ikar, Pobeda, Rossiya, etc., Smartavia, etc. And I think there are some cargo things as well. So with that said, let's get out of the aircraft, let's get into zone camera mode, and let us go take a look at this airport. So default airport. Right off the bat, surprising amount of markings on the ground. That is very refreshing. Terminal, of course, just the ordinary flight simulator auto-generated terminal. Seems to be sitting on top of a lot of the roads and all, but so I don't think it's at the right location. No, it is not. If you can see from the, as you can see, the terminal is generated but not in the right position. It should be further back, should be in fact around here. So they should have moved back a little and over there. I'm kind of surprised how this happens. But let's see. Other than that, the taxiways are marked. The aprons are marked. The runway, oh, there we go. That's do not taxi there. Then there's a bunch of helipads. No markings, but they are helipads. They really technically should have an H, but don't know if the real life airport has that. There's the runway. There are no taxiways, so you literally have to backtrack down the runway till you get to the end, and then there's the turnaround pad here at this end. On the other end, let's have a look what's on the other end. Again, similar turnaround pad, maybe a little bit of a parking area. Yeah, a little bit of a parking area here. I can see some probably military maybe, or maybe cargo, I don't know. Let's have a look-see if we can figure that one out, what that is. Let me look at the charts. The chart actually doesn't actually say anything about this airport, which is, Navigraph does have charts, but it just says apron south, north apron, and then central apron. So just 3 aprons. Let's see, does the runway actually does have ILS approaches defined on both ends, so that's good. Now with that said, let's switch the time to night, and this is going to be one of those difficult things to go into night mode here, because it's so far north. In the summer the sun never sets, but nevertheless, let's see. So that's night. There are lights, there are approach lights, though they do not appear to be, they appear to be floating in the air. Nonetheless, there are approach lights. There are taxiway lights as well, at least on the turnaround edges. Turnaround pads, no center line lights, which is okay. There we go. There is a PAPI. We go back and let's see, what do we have here? Here's the central apron. They do have, oh nice, it does have edge lights, and it does have runway. Ooh, nice signs. That's pretty nice. So that's good. I don't think there are any. In the summer, you can come here at night, no problem at all. In winter, I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it, but let's see if we can change the date and time. Let's go back. Oh, there you go, April. So, in the winter time, might be difficult to come here after sundown because there are no lights. I wish it had lights, but summer should be okay, should be good. If you come here in the summer, sun never sets, so that's a good thing. Alright, so I think we will give this one a 2. This is not, nah, maybe 1.5. Let's do 1.5 instead. Again, I'm going to deduct points for a lack of a light. With that said, let's go back and take a look at what the FlightSim version says. The freeware from FlightSim created by XFlight. We have encountered this group before. They generally do a pretty good job of the terminal buildings. So let's go see what they have done for Murmansk. And we're back now with the XFlight Murmansk Airport. Let's have a look at how this one actually looks. Let's get outside right off the bat. As you can see, we have lights, ladies and gentlemen. We have lights. I don't know what's going on with my mouse pointer. It is offset a little bit, but let's just see what we can do here. Ay. Alright, how do I get rid of this? Okay. There we go. And let's have a look. So right off the bat, the airplane's turned around the right way. For a change, there is a very nice terminal building. Looks really nice. There's some static buses, cars, other static elements, more lights, very nice. Have they done anything? Okay, so there are no taxiway. I think the taxiway markings appear to be the same, so most of the markings appear to be the same, but I think these guys have cleaned up the aprons. They have added some more airplanes here, static airplanes. They've added some lights. They've added a nice hangar, nice buildings around. What have they done on the other side? On the other apron, they have also added stuff here, and they've added some airplanes. I saw on Google Maps that this apron actually, they didn't, that looks like an auto-generated building that's been generated on top of the airplane. They should have probably excluded it, but nevertheless looks decent. Let's switch it into night mode and let's see what it looks like at night. And let's just see, how do I do this? Okay, there we go. Okay, this is gonna be challenging. There we go. Right, where is the mouse? There we go. Okay, so night mode, there is still the lights, all that is good. Okay, there's the main apron. The lights are on, but obviously not much. Let's just change this. Okay, there we go. Much better. So the apron now looks much better, way more usable, way more usable. Very nice. Let's see what they have done with this. Okay. Then they have added lights here, they've added airplanes. Interesting. How did those airplanes actually get there if you can't taxi to that? Okay. Anyway, but all said and done, this airport is now really usable, a solid 3.0 in my books. This is the X-Flight Murmansk, available on flightsim.to. Let's go inside the terminal building and see what's... Oh, did I see people? Okay. Alright, let's see. There are some people. There is some stuff on the inside. There's people on the inside. There's people on the outside. This is looking nice. Yep, there's people on the outside, people on the inside. Here's some people waiting for their flights. Nice. This is very, very nice, very useful. A solid 3.0. I really do like this. It's a good airport. So with that, we will stop here, and we will come back for the next episode. Do please like, share, and subscribe. It helps us out quite a lot. And I'll see you on the next episode.